Hi guys, Nick is here from Space. Welcome to our video series for implementation of SketchUp in architectural design workflow. Hopefully, during this time you'll enjoy at the first place, you'll learn something, and you will find the way how SketchUp could improve your ability to create, to produce, and to deliver on time much more successful projects than ever before. But let's stop talking and go ahead to see the topic today. So, we have created our 3D model, including the terrain, the environment, as well all the levels of our house, some kind of landscape design, and we have finished with our drawing set for the project in SketchUp layout, and we also create our project visualization concerning exterior of our project. So now it's time to continue ahead and to create our interior visualization of our project, and we will do that by using V-Ray. I'm not going to introduce V-Ray because actually it is most useful render engine and software for visualizations all over the world, and especially for interior ones. So it's not a standalone application, it is a part and integrated in your software, in our case in SketchUp Pro, and you can receive your V-Ray extension or V-Ray application by using SketchUp Studio. And SketchUp Studio actually consists of SketchUp Pro software, SketchUp Layout, Style Builder, and V-Ray in its final version. And V-Ray actually comes into SketchUp environment with this menu toolbars here. They actually are 4 menus, additional toolbars here, and the first one is this one, and actually it consists of V-Ray editor and House Cosmos, which is the library of V-Ray. There are a lot of, as you can see here, if you click over this button, you will receive an extensive library of furniture, accessories, as well materials, special objects for architectural projects, vehicles, people, and so on. And here, in addition, you have a lot of different options. The next toolbar, actually, here I forgot to tell you that here is your render engine, and you have interactive rendering engine and your frame buffer, where actually are your renders, images, and options to create some kind of post-processing of your renderings. In here, the next toolbar is V-Ray lights, and here are all the lights that are necessary to produce your renderings. The next toolbar is V-Ray object, and here are additional special objects for your project. And the final one is V-Ray utilities, which actually consist of a lot of helpful instruments or tools concerning, for example, your textures. This is UV adjustments for your texture of your materials. So let's put them again in our SketchUp environment, and later on I will show you how you can use all these toolbars and respectively the tools included in these toolbars. The first step of our preparation for interior rendering will be to create a scenes, a part of our model, and to place in our project browser into the menu scenes. They will be here, and we can adjust, we can name these scenes, but at first we have to create these scenes in order to use for rendering. So the first step will be to create our scene, let's say for our master bedroom, and we will start from the underground level and we will go up. In order to create our first scene, I will use our ready-made scenes that we have created for using in our SketchUp layout to create our project drawings. I will go to our underground floor scene that we have created previously, and this is the scene. It is in parallel projection. From the camera menu, we have choose parallel projection for this scene in order to see all the lines projected into our 2D SketchUp environment. I will choose the perspective one at first, and then I can use this menu bar here, and this tool is camera position, and by using this tool you can position your camera and the direction of your camera. So I will click here, I will simply go somewhere into the middle of this wall, and now SketchUp leads me exactly to this point, but I don't want to see this corner of our house, so I will go back into our underground floor scene. I will check perspective view, and now instead of clicking once over this point, I will use the same tool, the camera position, but I will click my first point here, I will drag the direction of this camera, and by this way actually SketchUp leads me exactly on this place, and from here I can continue and adjust the position of our camera. So the first tool that is now switched on is this tool, which is look around, and here is written eye high or eye level of your camera, and you can adjust this by typing, for example, 1500 millimeters, and immediately your camera is adjusted. Now you can use this tool, pan tool, to adjust the exact position of your camera. This one in the middle of our screen actually will be our focus of our camera, and now we can use this tool, actually the zoom tool, and when you click here you can go back or in front, so you can adjust the position of your camera. As well, you can adjust the angle of view of your camera. By default it is 30 degrees, and normally for interior design and interior rendering it should be between 45, let's say, and 60 degrees. So I will type here 50, and now actually I can see the most of our room and all the furniture that will be here, the ceiling, as well the floor. So the next step will be to change our camera view from perspective to two-point perspective. That means that each edge of our objects will be in parallel to our y-axis or x-axis. Sorry, not y-axis, z-axis. So all the lines, all the edges will be straight to these axes, x and z, or blue axis in SketchUp. So the next step will be to, let's adjust a little bit the camera, the position of camera, and now we have to create our scene. Go here, you can create your scene from here, add scene, or from here, add scene, by right clicking with the mouse. I will go, for example, here, and I will create our scene. Actually, I create two, so I can delete this. Yes, and this is my scene number 7. So I can rename this scene at first, and here the name will be, let's say, 01 or 01, and it will be master bedroom. Click enter, and now we have our master bedroom scene. And now we can adjust the style of representation, what actually we want to view here by adjusting from our text menu. You can adjust what actually we want to see here and what should be hidden. But at first, let's adjust our style. You can go to the default tray, to the style menu, and from here I will choose the appropriate style for representation of our model into the scene. So here we have in the styles, all the styles into the model, and the first style, it's called My Style. I will use this one because if you go to the edit part of your menu, into the second face settings, you will see that this model will be represented shaded in colors with textures. So each material here will be represented with its own texture. So I would like to be in this way, so I will leave this style for my scene. Then I have to go to the tag menu and to hide and unhide what I would like to see and what not. So I will unhide the lighting. I would like to see these lighting fixtures. Here I would like to see the ground floor ceiling, which is here, but I cannot see. It is unhidden, but I cannot see because actually we have used the underground floor scene to create that scene, and it's still switch on the section display section cuts here, and I have to uncheck this box here, and I will uncheck this box as well in order to see everything that is included into this room. And I will unhide our furniture as well in order to see all the furniture that we have created previously in this room. So now actually I can see everything that will be a part of my visualization, and in addition I can adjust an angle. From here, instead of 50 degree, I can use 60, and by this way I can see actually more of my scene, something like this, let's say, or 55. Now in my opinion it is okay, and I will have the opportunity to see everything, this rock here, the bed, and so on. Let's try 50 degree. Something between 55 and 60 will be okay, so I will use again, I will tap again 60 in order to see, I would like to see these light fixtures here as well, the rack and the windows here and everything that should be included into our visualization. Or I can adjust the height by using this tool for eye level, and it should be 1500. Let's try this one, and now actually I can see everything that should be included in our scene. When we are ready with all these adjustments of our first scene, I have to go to this scene here by right clicking to update our scene, and I will update everything that is included in this scene update. Save as a new style, do nothing to save changes. You have to answer to these questions, but I will save as a new style this scene, and now I can click save in order to save all the changes that has been made during the time of preparation of our first scene for our interior rendering. So we have created our first scene for our first interior rendering, and now I'm going to create several more scenes in order to represent our ground floor, the next floor of our building. But before that, I will use this button here to move our interior scene a little bit up in order to see it at second place here after our 3D model scene. So I will use this one in order to be here at the second place, and I will adjust after this 01 master bedroom all the scenes for interior. So let's create our second scene for the interior. I will go to our 3D model again, and now I will use a section plane in order to create our next scene. I will place it here in parallel with this wall here, and I would like to cut a little bit of our living room, and I will place this section plane here. It will be section for our, let's say, living room scene, and in order to see it at first place here, I will use the symbol L V for living room. I will place a number here 01, and I will click OK. If I go to our tack menu, I can see actually this scene here listed with 0, 1, so I don't have to search for this section. Now I'm going to move a little bit into our room in order to determine what I would like to see from our scene. Up to, let's say, here, and now I can go to our outliner list and to align view, and you cannot see it because actually the section plane is too bigger, but you can use this pan tool in order to go to your scene very quickly. SketchUp actually auto save for us. I will do it like this. I will switch on 2-point perspective and I will adjust the position of our camera. Now this will be actually our scene. When you click over the orbit tool, you have to know that immediately we will go to perspective view. I would like to be 2-point perspective, and I will adjust the angle for this scene, let's say 40 degrees. Like this, for example. And with this point of view I can see almost everything from our living room, including kitchen, including dining room and the dining table with chairs. I can see here the living room space. So in my opinion it is a very good view for our project. So I will keep like this. I would like to keep like this. So I will create a new scene here. I will save as a new style, create scene, and our scene will be ready for us to use it later on. It is number 8. I will rename this scene, let's say 02, and it will be named living room. Click enter, and now actually our scene will be placed here in our list as living room. I will move this scene down to be at the third place actually of our list here, and the final step, I should actually display section plane. Now the section plane is displayed, and I will switch off this button here in order to have a real view of our section. So I have to update the scene, update, and by this way actually we are ready. Now I have to click save, and we have the second scene of our interior rendering process. I'm going to create an additional view now. I will use an orbit tool in order to move a little bit our scene, let's say like this. I have to adjust somehow the angle of view, and it will be like this. Let's say I will change now the camera angle it will be 60, let's say, in order to see much more from our living room, but it's too, I don't like it actually. I will leave 40. Let's say something like this. I can move a little bit. Two-point perspective, and now I'm ready to create the next scene of our project. I will go here. No, I don't want to delete, I just want to rename this scene, and I can rename it from here, 03. It will be again living and dining room. Click enter, and automatically actually you have this scene here, and it is listed here, and as you can see the name is still scene 9, but here is listed as 03 living dining room. So I will save what we have done, and I will go ahead and will create the next scene of our rendering process. It will be, let's say, from this angle here, probably something like this, in order to represent somehow the kitchen. Yes, in my opinion it is okay now. I can see this section here, the storage space, the dining table, and of course the kitchen. I can go a little bit back like this, and now I would like to save this scene and to create a new scene. Actually I have created, and now it is listed scene number 9. I will rename this scene 04. Let's say it will be our kitchen, and dining, click enter, and it is listed now here at the 4th place for our scenes. I will save, and actually by this way we are ready to continue ahead and to create some more for these scenes. So we are ready for now, and we can go ahead to the next stage of our project. See you there.